Right here, right here.
On 1st and 10, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Keep it up, guys. Hatchet.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Jump.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now Gordon on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Rivers. It's complete to Watt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Back. 6-6. Pull it high. Go. Turn up.
Play fake, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Open man, the tight end falls.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
I got you, son. I got you.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job.
Set. 57. Let's go.
Here's Watson, option left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ready, round 80. I'm coming.
On first down, it's Gordon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 41.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The final shot before the break. Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. That pick six extending this lead even further. And, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go. Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down now. It's Johnson. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers to throw it. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
A 7-yard pickup.
We got 4.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They're 180. 380.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Well, they only need needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Check 54. Check 13.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. On 2nd down, Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Texans nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 3, check 3.
154.
To throw is Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Watson, option left. He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. Returning, it's Benjamin. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense now with a short field ahead. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
To the catch made by Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 1st down, a run with Hyde. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The tackle by Derwin James. A gain of 5.
Again, it's Hyde. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check 9. Hey, 24.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson, and he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his tight end, Paulson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 16 yards, a 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Watson, option left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Watson rolling to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
Let's go. Come on.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Johnson on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we...
Better call know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with it